Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awaken to Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And my good friend Donna-Marie Hallessey is here with us, and we're going to have a wonderful conversation talking about reclaiming all of your light vibrationally. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about stepping into your highest vibration and maintaining it, and how to do that maybe in order to reclaim all of your dormant gifts as a light worker. And we all, we've been talking about the 8-8 portal that just opened up. That is opening us up to new light codes and crystalline energy that is meant to reactivate our soul's blueprint to live and express our greatest capacities. So Donna-Marie is going to be talking about that. And as Donna-Marie said, this is our time. We have been chosen, and it is now that we rise and shine. So we're going to do that. They're going to take some questions. There's always some clearings and processing when we work with Donna-Marie. So I'm so excited that she's here with us. So Donna-Marie, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So happy to be here. I always love coming to your show. I have such a good time.
I know, it's so much fun. And for those of you who don't know Donna-Marie, she is an intuitive light worker, a medium, facilitator of transformational energy healing, and her ability to connect with spirit allows access to divine light consciousness. And this includes the Ascended Masters, Healing Masters, the Angelic Realm, the Archangels, Wisdom of the Ancients, High Priestesses, Celtic Goddesses, and the planetary support of the Intergalactic, and more. And I have to say that when Donna-Marie is tapping into you, connecting in with you, she and whatever she says that comes forward is so on point. And it's like, oh my God, so accurate. So I'm so excited to share that with you. Her wonderful gifts and talents. So we are going to be taking caller questions in just a little bit. But Donna-Marie, I just wanted to start off by talking really quickly about what it means to reclaim all of your light vibrationally. What does that mean? What does that look like?
I'm going to tell you, I have to share this before we even get into the call, because you know that before I go on to any call, whether it be with a client or come on to a summit, I do my alignment prior to going on. I always ask for spirit to step forward and to bring forward any messaging that needs to be brought into this call that will be in service to all of humanity for their highest good. So that whoever is on the call, receiving the call on the replay, that there's an energy and tension that is far above what I could possibly bring to this call, okay? Yeah. While I was doing this alignment, we started getting a hailstorm, and then we started getting thunder and lightning. And what I was doing, because I always will do a connection for me, and then I was doing a connection to work with your team as well. So there's always that beautiful, natural ebb and flow that we have when we do our session together. And I asked that I be raised up into my full conduit of light energy as a pillar of light, to be the support for everyone on the call. And I asked that you do the very same. And I said, so we stand in unity of divine light. And there was an explosion of thunder that I have never heard before, like a combustion. And I shook like that, and they laughed, and then they went like this. And it was all light. And they go, we just opened this for you. And I was like, nice. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Like, and that's the kind of call it's going to be. I'm like,
absolutely.
Okay, then.
And it is all about light. We are light, we are energy, and we are vibration and frequency. And we forget that. We think we're just the body, or we're just the thoughts, or we're just the feelings and emotions, but we are much, much more. And it is time, like you said, for us to really reclaim that and honor that and be that. And it's time for us to shine as the light that we are. It's so funny. Everybody's talking about light, light, light. The name of my company is Own Your Light, right? Because for me, it was always about owning your light. You are light, own that, be that, honor that within you. And so, today's a new moon, right? As
yes,
I think you were just talking about
double, Leo and Leo. It's crazy powerful today.
Yeah, so it's a great time to really reclaim your light, recommit to who you are. I just did a new moon process with my other group earlier, and it is that time to recommit to you, recommit to your light, right? Recommit to raising your vibration higher and higher. But not just that, it's also about maintaining that. And I think that's where sometimes people get stuck because of the up and down, right? And that's happening all the time. We get kind of kicked off a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think this is, you know, in all the summits that I've been doing, when I started doing them in February, and I kept saying every time I was invited to the summit, should I change what I'm, you know, and they're like, same message. And now I think this is my third time on your thing. And they go, oh, we can shift it because we want to talk about the 8-8 now and the energies coming in and how to sustain all of the shift work that's coming in. But they go, but the same message. It's still about being anchored and grounded, stepping into your attunement, stepping into your vibration, holding what is yours. You know, the whole world is crumbling in front of us. And so we are going to find answers outside of ourselves. And they're really saying it's time to return, time to go within, time to gather from your own innate wisdom and knowing and abilities and capacities. And the only way you can do that is if you are in alignment with your spirit, with your higher self, and with source, divine light energy. So that due diligence of getting up and doing your connection every day, your grounding every day, and stepping in and on dial to your set point is really the easiest way to stay on a great course of navigation to help us through everything that is unfolding right now. And the set point will help you also assimilate these light codes that are coming in. So the portal had been open since June 30th, but it was the 8-8 that we started receiving the intensities of them. And so the message that I had received was that whatever you're holding on to in the blueprint of your soul, you know, the vibration of your soul's blueprint that is dormant, still dormant, or has not been activated or not fully activated, meaning you have not claimed all of your gifts or abilities. So if you've lived a very high vibrational life from another lifetime and it has not been brought forward yet, we are all here in this timeline to be reactivated, to be in service of all of our light. Mm-hmm. Just all that we are. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. It feels like you're like talking right to me. You know, it's like it's a private message just for me.
And everybody listening.
Everybody listening.
It's so true though. So, you know, as people are like, well, what do I do? What do I do? There's nothing to do. It's to be.
Yeah.
This is the message. Don't do anything. Step into the alignment of being connected to you, your source, your gifts, your abilities, your team, your resources, your wisdom. You know, no one knows you better than you. When they say the answers are in your heart, it is 100% true. You know, but we always look outside for an answer or look for someone for an answer. I've seen this a lot now that I have been doing these platforms where people are desperately saying, you know, fix me, clear me, scan me. And you're like, no. This is not how it works. You will allow it for yourself. They're reminding me, remind everybody of their empowerment, remind them how powerful they are, show them that they can do it for themselves, taking your autonomy back. This is what spirit is really trying to drill into everybody. It's time to reclaim your autonomy, your self-worth, your abilities, your gifts. We have chosen to come into the most difficult physical timeline that humanity has ever experienced. And there is a tearing down, and there is a need of a vibrational ascension to support, you know, that shift. And so all these people who are out there, incredible light workers, I've met so many of them over the last 2 months, powerful. And they're not even in all their power. And my guys are like, boom, 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 boom. You're like, oh my God. And all they want to do is just get people back on their set point, because then they move into their own, you know, whatever that is, whatever that means. But we are at such a changing of the guards. And it's to really help everyone facilitate this energy coming in and facilitate the shift work that it's creating inside of us. Like I was speaking briefly with Brenda on the call before we came on, and you know, she's a psychic, and she's saying, I've had such ebb and flows. And I actually did a quick talk on YouTube on my channel just to say that, you know, after the 8-8, I feel like everyone just thought this was just going to be, we're all going to be, okay, the high priestess is back, the goddess is back, the shaman is back, and boom, 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 boom. But we have to assimilate all this energy. And people forget that you've got a physical body that has to host a very high vibration. So it has to make room. So there is going to be highs and lows, and our cellular structure is being activated as well. So old dormant cells need to be lifted, cleared, purified. Our karma, for us to make ascension, we have to heal karma. So there's been a ton of lineage, karma cleaning, bloodline cleaning. Why? Because all of that needs to be lifted and purified to make that ascension. So there's so much, like, let's say gardening,
Weeding, yeah.
weeding that needs
Sure.
to be done still to make expansion, expansion, expansion. And as we expand, we move up a little bit more, and then you expand more and you move up, but not move up. It's the wrong way, because we expand outward, but you know what I mean.
I know, but people, that's the way they understand it. But the thing is, we're expanding out and into more of who we are, right? And
Exactly.
so, but it just seems like we're going up, 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 but we're just really expanding out. But the thing is, a lot of people are not going to want to hear that they have to continue doing the work, but you have to continue doing the work. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the thing is, right now, some people may not know what is my set point. Some people are going to be like, I don't know what my gifts are. I don't know what my innate wisdom is. Like, how do I even access that, right? A lot of people are in their head, right? They're in their head and they're in their past stories. No offense to anybody, I get it totally. You know.
Oh yeah, we've all been there.
We've all been there. Some of us are still there in some cases, right? So it's okay. But the thing is, we have to get out of our heads and come back into our body, come back into our core, come back into our light, come back into our heart, and start to embody more and more of that light. And we can, that is a maintenance, like you were saying. You have to maintain that on a regular basis every day, right? Because we do get knocked off, right? We get knocked off a little bit here and there by everything that we're experiencing when we're tapping into the collective, you know, being on these calls, you know, we need to ground, we need to balance, we need to raise our vibration regularly every day. So can you talk a little bit about what that looks like as well? Because, you know, as much as we know, because we've been doing it for so long, but there may be some people who are new who don't know, and some people may need a reminder.
Okay. So when I was doing all of the other summits that I had done with you, the package that I was always selling was teaching you, learning how to reconnect, realign, learning how to anchor and ground. So a lot of light workers, practicing light workers, so say using their gifts and abilities for their practice, or they're helping others, often skip over that part because the connection is so natural. They go in so easily. They forget that their own connectedness, their own rooting of themselves is vitally important. So I was teaching light, you know, practicing light workers how to reinforce that connection. And then it's when Spirit was saying, no, every person must learn this now because of the volatility of the energy that you will all be exposed to. That you're going to be all over the place. It will not make sense. There will be lack of clarity. Your energies are going to plummet, which then, you know, your immune system plummets. So they go, you have to have that connection, that grounding, so that you move, but you're not snapped off with all that is unfolding. And it's also to return to autonomy.
Sorry, I just want to add, sometimes when we get knocked off a little bit, sometimes we then go into judgment of ourselves. You know, it's like,
oh, for sure.
You know, we make ourselves wrong. We judge ourselves. What have I done wrong? Why is this not working? You know, what's wrong with me, etc. And as well, I'm getting like, they doubt. You know, they doubt. Yes. They start to doubt their abilities. They start to doubt their connection. You know, all that stuff comes in, and then it's like they go on a spiral. You know, it's like downhill.
Can I just add one thing? Because I can only speak for myself. I have seen it with other practicing light workers, but when you are a very vibrationally powerful light worker, meaning that you move into high realms or connections, there's a lot of opposition that will send you a lot of shit to try to take you out, take you down, doubt yourself. Like, I mean, that, you know, the opposite, when you move up, you know, they say higher level, greater devil. I mean, I hate to use that word, but it's true.
Oh, and I never heard that. It makes total sense. Higher level, greater devil.
Oh, they do. You know, I have been attacked, terrible attacks, and they see, you know, will she survive it? Will she survive it? Is she going to keep going? Is she going to, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I mean, they tried to take me out several times and very fortunately, they were unsuccessful, and it actually strengthened me. It made me even stronger. Like, no, you know what? I'm going to do this anyways. But to speak to somebody who's going to ask what is anchoring and grounding. Anchoring and grounding is really coming into your center, going onto your set point. You know, doing the breath work where you're going to connect to the center of the earth, connect to the center of the Christ conscious energy, and allow for that full alignment for yourself. And this is where you are moving from your heart and not your head. I always say get out of your head as soon as you can, go into the heart.
Yeah.
And then the heart is connected to the spirit, spirit to higher self to source divine light energy, and your team, your own team. So everyone has their own governance, their own team that it follows them throughout their life. These people change during the course of your life, dependent on the different needs that they come in to serve and support you. And then as you make your own evolutions and your own ascensions, you start working and communicating with other teams that may step forward. You may work in the angelic realm, the high priestess energy, that you're drawn to certain things, you know, or the intergalactic, maybe the Palladians. The Palladians right now are incredibly supportive. The intergalactic energy supporting humanity right now is insane. And then I don't know if you've noticed the skies, but the skies are so full of energy and all kinds of energy. But, you know, I'll go out on the lake after work and I'll be like, oh, there's a whole story going on up there. So, you know, these are really incredibly beautiful times if you can find the beauty within it. And if you can see what all this coming down is allowing and preparing for. We have to detach from the physical world that they're trying to keep us scared and powerless. It's because we're actually all starting to reclaim our power that this is coming on so strong. It's being sensed.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it you know, it comes back to us to, you know, tap into who we are and say, okay, where am I right now? You know, am I in my heart? Am I in my integrity? Am I being all that I can be right now? Or am I getting sidelined by other stuff? Right.
And, you know, and I'll have clients say, well, how do I know? How do I know? So it's so simple. You know, we are born to be in full joy, full happiness. So I said, if you're living your life and you're not feeling joyful, you're not in alignment, period. So let go of everything that you're doing that is not supporting your happiness. Do the things that support your happiness. And now at least you're in alignment with you. Yeah. So it's to live through the things that support you, that carry you and that allow you to feel good about who you are. And everyone knows what that feels like. You felt it all the time when you were little. Being you was so easy. Being happy was just how you woke up, you know, is to return to that same awareness. And so, well, if this is not feeling good, remove it. Stop saying yes to the things that don't fit with you, don't align with you, don't bring you your joy. And then you say, oh, there's only 2 things left. Great. Focus on those 2 things, because at least you're focusing on things that bring you happiness, which will allow for more happiness. And now you're making room for more. So it's, you know, divide and conquer.
Absolutely. So I forgot to mention at the beginning, kind of, that we are going to be taking live caller questions. So if you do have a question for Donna-Marie, you can raise your hand or you can type your question in the chat. Yes, we're going to be taking some questions. I don't know what types of questions you're going to want to answer, Donna-Marie, but I really want to focus on, you know, concrete questions, okay? And not, can you read my field? Can you tell me what's going on?
And I don't do that, and they don't do that either. They're very quick to say, if you have something where you are seeking clarity with or understanding what, they'll come in and they'll go in and try to, you know, when it's a cold call, it's not like when you're doing it with a client where you have time to move into their energetic field. Here it's like boom, boom, boom. It's more like arrows, you know?
Yeah.
But they do go in, but it's to have an idea of what it is that you'd like clarity on, you know? Because to scan you, I mean, I don't know, let's just say you're 40 years old and they've got 40 years to scan. It's like, well, what do you want scanned? Like, what do you want understanding on? Where are you? So, and also I'm going to tell you, they were telling me as well, before coming on the call, that they want to use this vibration, these pillars that they opened up for us. So they go, we're going to clear everything that is taking place right now. So the residue of the collective, what's holding people down of the collective, and what needs to be lifted and cleared of the collective is already in place. I mean, they set it up prior to the call. Yeah. So if people are still dealing or struggling with things that they're having a hard time letting go of, the message that they keep saying is, do not wait for anything to be rectified or let go of until, you know, you get your answers. Just release anything that is no longer in service to you, anything that does not fit with your happiness, your higher vibration and release it and let it go. And it can be cleared and lifted and purified and transmuted. But you have to, you know, we're clearing all the cellular, it's all cellular healing now. Mm-hmm. You can invite the crystalline energy to come in and reactivate on a cellular level and allow anything that is still taking place. It is no longer in service to you, to just be and breathe it out. You know, the breath. I'm always telling everyone who works with me is like, we do about 10 minutes of breathing before we go into the call, just to lift what they're holding on to and get them up vibrationally higher to receive more, you know?
And I just want to say too that, you know, for the people who are listening and or watching that are not asking questions, please be willing to receive from the people who are asking questions, or from the answers that Donna-Marie and her team are bringing forward, or the clearing. Please be willing to receive that, okay? Because we all experience everything, right? So if your question doesn't get asked or answered, please receive from all the other ones, you know, because we can all use all that clearing as well. So Roshni has a question. So first of all, Roshni means light in Hindi.
Oh, I love it. That's
know, right?
The perfect first question.
Yeah, Roshni. She said, I have wanted to move from my job but feel stuck. Been with the job center for 30 years. The building where I work has a lot of dark energies, which drains me. I really want to move to a job that serves my mission and purpose.
Yeah, actually, they're saying that the air is not good in that building. I don't feel like they've cleared the air ventilators in a long time. Stagnant air. Mm-hmm. And whatever it is she's doing, it's like old structure, old mentality. So what is she wants to leave?
Yeah, she wants to move, but she feels stuck.
Well, what is holding her back? Can she come on?
Yeah,
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Go ahead.
Hi, nice to meet you again, Donna.
I know you.
Yeah, I'm the one with the magic soup.
Yeah,
that's right.
And the soup is working.
I love it. That was such a great reading. Oh my God, your grandmother is so proud of you.
Yeah, I thought it was my grandma. Right. Okay. So what's stopping me? I suppose the fear of financial, because we have a mortgage, because I'm always thinking, oh my God, if I go into self-employment, how will I financially manage, you know?
Okay, and what is it you're doing at work?
So at the moment, I'm a team leader. I manage a team of 12 work coaches.
And what kind of 12 work coaches?
Yeah, so they basically help people.
Oh, wow, they're saying you should open up your own business. You should start your own. Were you thinking of doing that?
Yeah, I want to get into spiritual counseling.
Okay, well, they said you need to open up your own and keep those same people working under you. Not under you, but with you. Yeah. They're going, just start your own place. And there's a little place, I feel like it's close to your home. It's very small. Feels like it's on a corner to me, actually. So it's like this. I don't know if you're looking, or you have been looking, or you've been thinking about this.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
She's ready. She's ready. She's ready. And you need to look around. It's very close to you, actually.
Oh, fantastic.
So hold on. What they're saying is that you could easily get these people to kind of just move over with you. This place, the two sides are almost all glass. I feel like there's a wall up to about maybe 3 or 4 feet, and then it's all glass, and there's a lot of light. It's not a big place. It's a corner place, but I feel like there's enough room for everybody. Yeah, and I feel like you can come in and support this rent, and whatever your rent you're going to charge them to be there to coach from this place, and that will cover the cost of it and more, they're saying.
Wow.
Yeah, you've been waiting for this, actually. This is a perfect opportunity for you to do it. They're going to do it. Take a leap of faith on you. The 12 people that you have would all be willing to
wow. I found that hard.
Going, oh my God, we would love this so much more if it was like that. And I see
really?
the place it's not big, but it's very well lit, very natural lighting in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ready. You're ready.
I can't see them joining, because they're so stuck with like myself, so stuck with it's a government job, and I don't want to, it's local, and I don't want to do anything else.
I see 4 saying yes right away.
Wow. Yeah, I could see about 4. Yeah. I could see that many. Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. The 4 of you to get going, that's enough. And the others are going to follow. They're going to hear, and it's going really well. They're going to follow you. This is going to be something that you will have to move, because you're going to need a bigger space eventually.
Yeah. Wow.
Not right away, though. You're going to be there at least 2 to 3 years. Yeah.
Wow. Brilliant.
You're ready.
Wow. Thank you.
You're ready. You're ready. They're saying, yeah, stop worrying about the money. You're really worried, like, is it going to be enough? I'm going to cover it. And just if you feel the need to stay there and nest some money for this.
Yeah.
But I feel like you could do it now if money was not an issue for you.
Yeah.
You are ready right now. And they go, she has everything she needs to go.
Wow. Thank you.
Awesome.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Like, let me know. I'm excited.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. Well, the soup worked, so I'm sure this is going to work as well.
There you go.
Thank you.
Roshni.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Keep us posted.
I will.
Okay. I love it.
All right, so Stella has her hand raised. Stella, can you unmute yourself? Let me see if I can do it. I'm not sure. No, can you unmute yourself, Stella? Your audio? Yeah.
Now, am I unmuted?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. My question. Am I doing what I have to do?
Stella, is there something else playing in the
Turn
background?
the music down.
Yeah, please.
Okay, I got it. Am I in the right place doing what I have to do? And I would like to know why I'm getting pain in my lower back and my legs.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. You are in the right place doing what you want to do?
Yeah. She is.
Okay. Can she turn off that radio?
Yeah. I'm doing. It's not a radio on. Can you please that one?
Okay, you're with other people? Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah. So what is it? Are you happy doing what you're doing? Is this what you want to be doing?
Very happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you enjoy your work.
I'm very happy doing what I'm doing. Yes.
Okay. And what is
I enjoy my work very much. Yes.
What is the physical problem that you're experiencing?
The second question is, I'm having a lot of leg pains and my lower back. And it's like
lower back and leg pains.
Yes.
I don't feel like one has anything to do with work. They're separate. This feels separate to me. And I feel like the leg pain and the lower back is separate also. It's two different things. The first thing they're telling me is you need to change the mattress on your bed. Are you not sleeping well?
Yes, Mama. You were here like a month ago. I go to sleep and I think I sleep well.
Is your mattress comfortable for you?
Yes.
Okay, they're showing me your mattress for some reason. It doesn't feel like it's supporting you in the way it's supposed to. And the legs, to me, feel like this is something hereditary. So is there anybody else in your family that has leg issues?
Not that I know of.
Yeah. I don't feel at all like your physical ailments have anything to do with work. You know, normally the legs, if there's an issue.
No, it doesn't have to be with work. No.
Okay.
I'm a masseuse. I'm a healer. So I don't think it has to do with work. I don't know why. Sometimes the pains in my legs, and maybe because I drive too much, or I don't know.
There's a congestion of emotion. So I'm feeling a congestion of emotion in the legs.
They're right here. Yeah.
And there's something with the spine, like either how you're moving the spine, or I don't know, there's something like this pulling, almost it feels like a sciatica to me. Like a pull, an extra pull in a position that you're leaning. I don't know if it's from the way that you sleep on the mattress or the way that you're standing or leaning over.
You have to put it in here.
And the legs, it's congestion, but it's congestion of energy. So when you do your masseuse and all that, are you grounding yourself and clearing the energy?
No, you need your ID. No. You tell me how much you
I can't hear you. There's so much.
Maybe I have to ground myself more.
Well, I feel like whatever you're picking up, it's getting stuck. It's not going all the way through.
I have to mute her. There's just way too much other stuff in the background.
Okay, let's just take that off. Let me just say this so that she can hear this for later, okay? The pressure in the back, first of all, they're showing me whatever it is with the mattress, she may be sleeping well, but it's not supporting the back in some way. I feel like it needs to be more firm for her. There's also, she's leaning over a certain way. There's a pull, there's a movement that she does that is constantly putting a strain, and it's at the very, very tip. I feel it right at the lower coccyx. And her legs, because when I was looking at the legs, they're showing me congestion. So the energy is not moving through her. It's getting stuck. Some of it is moving through, but not all of it. So either she's not grounding herself enough, or she's not clearing the energy after the client. She's not doing the transmutation to clear it, because it's getting stuck in her legs. And then they're showing it expanding. It's creating like a congestion, but it's filling up. So it's like a little bit each time until they start to ache. Their inflammation. An Epsom salt bath would be very good for her to take and clear and pull out all the energy, lift it all out. But then she needs to super ground and super shield herself when she does any work on any other person. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good.
There we go.
Yeah. And so, you know, because she is a masseuse, maybe the way that she's doing the massage work is leaning over. It's causing that ache in the
they're
back.
pushing my back forward and they're
back.
making me feel the pain. So I feel like it's somehow either the table is not the right, or it needs to be adjusted, but there's a pull and I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah.
And they're also showing me something with her mattress that needs to be adjusted as well. But
okay, cool. So Stella, lots of tidbits there for you. So make sure you go back and watch and or listen to this again so you get it all, but hopefully that helps. Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure if you make a few slight changes, you'll start to see a difference or feel a difference. Okay.
They're saying also she overextends herself energetically. She wants to do so much for each client. She takes on too much too.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. So just as a reminder that she can, to let them do the work through her, that she doesn't have to do it.
Yeah. Makes sense. Good.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Stella. So that information, most of that was also for everybody else too. Okay. You know, for all of us other healers, light workers, you know, that is for all of us too. We may not be.
520? Yes. Is that going in seconds?
All right. So we may not be grounding ourselves fully. We may not be clearing after each client, etc. You know, so that work has to be done on a regular basis. Yeah.
And for your environment too, not even just for you now, but because so many people are coming and going, and because so many energies are so charged right now. Yeah. You know, I would say clean your space, clean the perimeters of your property as well. Like make sure you keep that calm, that centeredness, you know, like, because it's like I was just talking before, and she's saying that the weather's been really erratic. It's, you know, the earth is throwing it back up at us.
Yeah.
Normal.
All right. So Angela is looking at business. She says, I'm feeling more relaxed for the first time in months. Awesome. I'm planning to go in a new direction, probably because of repeating patterns. Should I close my consultancy firm and start all over? And where is the next direction? Speaking, coaching? That's a lot of questions at once, Angela.
That is a lot of questions. Well, the first thing they're saying is like, if she wants to start all over, what does she want to start? Because they're saying she doesn't want to start all over. It's the first thing they responded back when she says, or should I start all over? They're like, she doesn't want to start all over. She feels like she's gotten to a certain point. She may have exhausted that thing that she's doing, but she doesn't feel to me like she wants to start all over again. So I would ask her from where she is right now, what she'd like to leave behind. What is it that she's looking at that she would like to invest her time and energy in? Because they're talking about time and energy for her. So where would she want to invest her time and her energy? And where would she like to project that energy? Because 1, 2, 3, they're showing she's looking at 3 different things, but there's one thing that is very much of interest to her. And she needs to study it more, whatever it is. So maybe not leave this yet if she can't take that little financial break or that lull, then to stay there, whatever she wants to do, there's more education for her to learn of it, they're saying. And then,
she said, there's a lot I want to leave behind. Yeah,
but just, you know, do it with the intention. Okay. So, I know I'm done with this. I know I don't want to do this anymore. If I'm looking in this direction, then this is the thing I'm going to choose. You know, you want to make sure that you are prepared, so that when you start it and launch it and get it going, it feels comfortable, you feel sound, you feel good doing it. What they're showing me is she doesn't want to start from zero again. So it's just where am I now, and what can I do from this place? What have I gathered, and where would I like to put my energy now? There are 3 choices, but I feel like there's just one that she says, I'd really like to do that. And do the thing that she's most passionate about, because she'll have the most success with that one.
So what is that, Angela? Because nobody else can tell you what you're passionate about. Okay. I mean, you wrote down speaking, coaching, you know, but of those ones, or a third one, which is the one that really lights you up? speaking on life skills. Awesome. And you have lots of experiences and stories you can share.
Yeah,
in regards to that.
To start like a, you know, a channel, either like on Facebook or on YouTube, and start sharing her stories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, start gathering a following, and it's going to give her a chance to articulate and see how she presents herself, and, you know, who is interested, what things they'd like to hear about. I feel like she has a very particular message I feel she wants to share. There's a specific subject she wants to discuss. This is what they're making me feel.
So
and maybe that's what she needs to hone in on.
Yeah.
I also, they're showing me writing. So I don't know if she wanted to write and then write something and then go and talk about it and share, because they are showing me writing as well. Mm-hmm. So there's a particular thing that she would like to bring to attention, that she feels she knows a lot about this and she could share it. And they're writing as well. So maybe she was thinking of doing a book and then sharing that information.
Oh, so she said she started a book on board governance.
On what?
Board governance. I don't know what that means.
Board governance.
Being on a board. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So like more of a information, is that what it is? More an informatory kind of thing. Anyways, they're saying that she knows what she wants to talk about. They're saying spice it up.
Spice it up. So it looks like you already know what it is you want to do, Angela, and Donna-Marie's team is, you know, saying go with it, start, you know. Mm-hmm. So do the writing. Do the writing for the board governance. You can also do writing for the life skills, like a blog or something. Just start, you know, little things, and then see where it takes you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're saying find her community, like start talking and find her community, see who else is interested in this.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're actually saying that she needs to bring humor to it. I don't know why they're bringing that. So I don't know if it's something that would be very monotonous to listen to or mundane to listen to. I don't know. I'm not discrediting what she's talking about, but they're saying to bring some humor to it. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a little sidebar there.
Yeah. Been heavily into customer service. So, you know, it's like whatever is, you know, lighting up for you, start with that.
Yeah. But again, they're saying, you know, these are they're topics that are like so like don't let it like put a twist on it. You know, if you've seen a million other things talk about customer service, here's a way to do it where it is going to be engaging and enlightening and fun. Like she has to. They're going like this, like put a spin
twist
on it.
Yeah, twist or spin on it. Yeah.
And they're saying, I feel like she has her humor is kind of like, boom. Okay, so that little bit tongue-in-cheek kind of thing, they're going, it would do her well in this.
So not too serious, you know, bring some humor to it.
Allow the information to have their potency, but bring it in a way that's going to be more charismatic.
Yeah.
That's what they're telling me. Yeah.
Sounds good. So hopefully that makes sense, Angela. And she is charismatic for sure. So use that to your advantage.
Yes, definitely, they're saying. Yeah, okay, brighten it up. All right.
Good. She says, cool stuff. Love the guidance. Awesome. Good.
Great.
All right. I'm just going back up here. I saw something. Deborah says, I'm trying to figure out what direction to go now that my corporate career is done. I'm working on my spiritual growth and intuition and trying to understand my gifts and talents. Can you give me some insights? Thinking about writing, blogs.
They're saying she doesn't want to go back to work. The first thing they're saying is she's not looking for a job. Mm-hmm. They're going, she's tired. She wants a break. Yeah. She's looking for time for herself. She's looking for introspection. She's looking for her own, like, it's like they're showing me she's done her life. Okay. So did all her due diligence and did her work. And I feel like wherever she was, she did it for a long time and she did it very well. So she's very, efficace. How do you say that in English? She's very efficient. She's very efficient. And now it's like, okay, now it's like, well, where's me in all of this? What have I done for me? So she's bringing her attention back to her. And I feel like she wants experiences. Like she's going either to go to retreats or go to places where the land is sacred, where there's different rituals. I feel like she's looking for expansion. That's how she feels to me. And she wants to journey. like a journey of herself and her self-exploration and self-understanding and self-awareness. I don't feel like she's looking for work. I feel like this is a time for her to retrieve from herself and to go find out for herself. And I feel like that's what she should do. I don't feel like she should throw herself into another job or position that will distract her from this, because I feel like it's her time now to get this clear about who she is and what she wants. And as she steps into herself and she does her own, you know, evolving, whatever gifts and abilities she has, they will come forward. They'll develop with her, you know? So I feel like this is her time. It's almost like she wants to be given permission to say, it's okay, you can stop and you can do this. Yeah. But this is definitely her part 2, okay? And it's about cultivating for herself. Yeah, and I do feel like there's a lot of stuff that she's going to, they're showing me a lot of rituals with women. So I feel like she likes women's circles, women coming together, like high priestess energy, Celtic goddess energy, like, you know, where there's a lot of female high vibrational support, but they're showing me rituals. So I feel like she's drawn to old ways, old wisdoms, you know, of the earth, of the land, of the elements, all that. Like I see everything outside for her. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like this is her time to journey.
And that's have fun, and she said that is spot on. She said, I want to travel and do spiritual growth for fun.
Yeah. And I feel like she's going to go to places that are very energetically charged, you know, like Mount Shasta. She's going to go to portals. She's going to go to volcanoes. I just saw Mount Shasta. Egypt. Yeah, Egypt, and also saw the Mayan city. Also, I saw that. Also, she's gathering wisdom, gathering information, gathering. They're showing me a treasure map, things left behind for us to find. She's going and looking for them. What's in there for me? She's going to discover a lot. They're telling her to journal all her discoveries. There's going to be something about all of her journaling. She's going to want to she's going to want to pull all this together. I feel like she's going to find new information as well. Yeah. Awesome. They're showing me throat chakra. I would start working on her throat chakra. I wouldn't even be surprised if her first ability is to light language. I feel like she's going to go to these places and start picking up spiritually and start getting messaging through the throat. That's what it feels like to me. So, yeah.
Awesome, Deborah. That sounds great. Sounds like fun. It sounds like
amethyst on her throat to open it. When she does meditations, put amethyst on the throat chakra, and it's safe to receive, it's safe to express. Open this all up. She's ready. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, great.
Good. All right. So, and of course, you know, if that resonates with you, you can also receive that too. Okay. We can all open up our throat chakras right now. Okay. So
I'm getting this with a lot of one-on-ones with my clients. I'm seeing a lot of it. I'll start talking and then I lose my voice and I'm like, oh, it's another throat chakra clearing. And I'm like, okay, let's clear this, because I'm like, I can't talk. And sure enough, the lift and clear it actually was on the call with one woman, and she had an entity wrapped right around her throat. And they went like this on my throat, and I literally went into it and I gagged up this huge piece of phlegm and I spat it out, and she's like, oh my God, I can breathe. So I actually pulled it out. It was just like boom, boom, boom. And I was like, oh my God. And I go, that's been on your throat for a long time, holding her back, you know? And I said, I'm anxious to see what's going to come now because that's cleared. So
awesome.
A lot of people are getting a lot of throat chakra clearings.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially right now when, you know, it is our time to show up, step up and shine, right?
And be receiving these light codes, you know, that they're not all in our language.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Ursula says, I'm 4 weeks in on quitting my dead-end job to pursue my divine biz. Now all my insecurities are coming to the front and I'm getting in my own way. Suggestions on how to release. I desire to serve and make massive financial success.
Okay, well, her desire to serve should be her highest vibration, and whatever is meant to unfold in the financial, you know, gain from that. If she's in vibrational alignment and attunement with all that she is, and the finances and the abundance will flow and follow. Careful where she places her energy. Is she doing this for financial gain, or is she doing this for being in full alignment with, because it's very separated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's two different things. So she needs to, not saying to be a devoted light worker is to be poor, but you can't do it for those reasons. You're doing it because there's a higher calling that you are here to bridge information, and that it's your due diligence to do this. Okay. So you're allowed to allow the doors of abundance to be open to receive the financial gain from whatever it is that you're doing. But if that's your set point, there's a misalignment right there. Just saying. And the other thing is, what are they saying? She's ready to dead end job. Okay, there's a bit of energy that she holds on to, like resentment that she stayed there too long, or it took too much of her. And they're going, she needs to just understand that she chose to stay as long as she stayed. No one forced her to let go of the anger and the frustration that may have squelched time for what she wants to do moving forward. Understand that everything unfolds in perfect timing. So there's a little bit of this anger that she carries. And, you know, she chose to stay. So the only person you can be mad at is yourself, because that was your choosing. You could have left earlier. And for whatever reasons that you didn't, even if they were justified, you have to take autonomy for your decisions. So to just look at what it did bring to her, whatever it did serve her with, to be grateful. So always leave with the experience and the gratitude of that experience. But I've learned what I needed to learn. I've gotten everything that I've gotten from it safe. I'm going to release it, let it go. As I let it go, I give myself permission to step into whatever it is that I can be in service to for my highest alignment, for my highest good. Allowing me to bridge and to return and to reconnect to all that I am, stepping into all of my light, all of my gifts, all of my abilities, and allowing them to step forward and shine. Each one unfold in perfect timing for me, and allowing this to be the unfolding of my next step, my next phase of my life. So long as it's for my greatest and highest good. As I let go of all that isn't, I allow for all that is. This and anything more than this, I allow. Take a deep breath in. And so that's really for anybody who wants to release what is no longer for them, and they know it's not for them, but always release with gratitude. You know, it brought you to that understanding that you don't need that anymore. So that's something to be grateful for in and of itself. So it's not to look and say, it's not good for me, it's not supporting me. It supported you, or you wouldn't have stayed. It supported you in some way or another. And say, I've got my lessons, I've understood, and now I'm ready to make this shift forward, so long as it's for my highest good. But if you're going to do light work, it has to be for the greatest good of all. It should be.
How's that, Ursula? Did you follow along with Donna-Marie when she was doing that clearing? If not, you can always go back and do it again.
Yeah, listen to it again.
Yeah.
And anyone, listen to that again if they're struggling with releasing where they're from. And I'll do something at the end for everybody, but it's going to be very similar to that, to just acknowledge what you're ready to release, thanking the experiences to where it has brought you, the understanding that you've gained from it. And now that with this understanding, I choose to move in this direction, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Good. Awesome. Thank you. Lise is asking, feels like I don't really have the passions I once had due to lots of grief and trauma over the past 13 years, especially. And overwhelmed by debt too, and by not bringing in money. Yeah.
Well, the first thing, what's her name, Reese?
Lise, L-I-S.
She just feels really, really tired to me. I feel like she needs a break. She needs a vacation. So whatever money she has, this vacation would be an investment in her well-being. She needs to kind of disconnect. And even if this is just to go, vacations, I know with the whole COVID-19 thing, it's like it's got a different word for it now, vacation, but to go somewhere where she's just disconnected from her duties and her responsibilities, to go to the country, I feel like, or to be by the ocean, somewhere where she can just have that time. If it's, swapping houses with someone and going and staying in a house where you can let yourself go and relax. I feel like she needs a time out, is how they're making me feel. She hasn't taken it. She keeps pressing pause, but she hasn't taken a break, and it's catching up to her. So she doesn't have the energy for anything right now. Let her reboot. Yeah. Let her get her energy back. And then she's going to have more clarity on how to proceed, because when you're exhausted, you don't want to be doing more. So you can't make money. It's such a low vibration. You can't make money in that vibration. You're not making any money down there. Her due diligence is to really push her, bring her energy back up, pull herself back up into a higher vibration. And now she's in a better alignment to make the vibrational return. Where she is right now, she's like, they're telling me she hasn't got it in her to do anything. She's too tired.
So if she doesn't have any money for a vacation, what else can she do to raise her vibration?
Do things that really light her up, that make her feel good. Go to the park, bring a book that she loves to read, sit under her favorite tree, go watch birds in a pond. We don't have to go away to step away. So I would then say, step away if you can't afford to go away. Step away, and do the things that you like to do. It could be as simple as watching a sunset and letting go and allowing all of that energy to fill you up, or take a week off and say, I'm just taking a week off from the things that I always have to do. And I'm going to do the things I like to do. It could be doodling. I'm in the mood to doodle. It could be having lunch with a friend that she hasn't seen in a long time. It could be lying in a bath for 4 hours watching Netflix. I don't care what it is, but do something that makes you feel good and detached from the worry and the problems and the uncertainty of everything. Because if you don't reboot, you have to reboot, you have to recharge, you have to reboot. So get your place where you feel good, where you are happy, watch funny movies, spend time with someone that lights you up, do things that are going to raise you vibrationally, because when you are in a higher vibration, you automatically have more energy. Listen to music. Me, when my vibration goes down, the first thing I do, I dance. I blast the music. I will grab my wooden spoon, and I am a mega star all over my kitchen until I zoom, and then now I'm back in again.
So she says she has tears, and there's so much to do around here, and hubby is stressed. And she's asking, should I do an MLM I just heard about?
They're saying just stop doing. Disconnect. She will have clarity when her vibration is higher. Don't make any decisions when you don't know what to do, because they won't be good decisions. They're based on fear. They're fear-based decisions. They're lack-based decisions, and they usually don't end well. So when you don't know, be okay with not knowing. Take a step back. I'm sorry that your husband has stress, but that's his stress. Let him figure out his way of clearing and releasing his stress. You will have to take care of you. And when you are feeling better, you'll be much better at taking care of him and supporting him to take care of himself. But if you're both down, you're not in service yet. So pull away. Say, I'm taking a week off. I'm going to go do what I need to do to get myself in a better place. And then when she's in a higher vibration, she'll be even better to help him with whatever his thing is. Yeah. But I wouldn't make any decisions when she's like this. This is not the time to be making a decision. It's a time to release, let go, lift and clear her energy, let go of the things that have lowered her, acknowledge the things that she's gone into in the last 13 months that have brought her to where she is, make her peace with it, and then release it and say, I'm allowing for more joy and more fun and more clarity. But it's a change. You have to, in order to have change, you need to make a change. Not just going to happen. So this is her due diligence, and it can be done.
Yeah. So Lee, stay on the call, and when Donna-Marie does the clearing later on, please be sure to partake of that and receive that. But yes, and it doesn't mean that, Donna-Marie saying take a week off, but if you can't take a week off, take an hour off for yourself.
Yes.
Right.
Good. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's like,
I feel like she needs a week.
I know. I get it. But it's like, so, if that's too much, take an hour for yourself. And that's the thing. We don't take time for ourselves. We don't do what we need to do for ourselves to nurture us, to fill up our cup, to raise our vibration, right? To maintain our vibration. We're just constantly doing. And she says,
I'm going to say something. I agree. And I'm going to say something because the client I had just before, he was holding on to so much. And I said to him, you need to just start breathing. You just need to start breathing. So if she can't go away, and if she can't allow herself an hour, I would say that just stop whatever you are doing and start focusing on allowing light energy to come into your lungs, lift and clear whatever you're holding on to that you want to let go of, and breathe it back out. If you can't take a vacation, if you can't take time off, go to the breath.
Yeah.
Your breath is your connection to spirit, connection to source. So move into that service, come back to that assistance, come back to, it's safe to let this go, and just keep breathing it out, and then you start to rise up vibrationally. So, you know, that's the fastest way back in. That is the fastest way back in. It's through the breath. And it's amazing. Just 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 breaths. You know, I always say, take a deep, deep, deep breath in through the nose, mouth closed, hold it, let the lungs expand. So you lift, because we hold in the lower casing of our lung is where our emotions go down. And the reason they settle down there is because when we're stressed or anxious, we only breathe from the top of our lung. Okay. We do short breaths when we're stressed. And so the energies or the sadness, it goes into the lower casing. So when you do a breath where you allow your whole lungs to expand, and then you hold it, and then you slowly deflate your lungs, this is going to allow her to release and let go of all these low residue feelings and emotions that she's gone down. You know, just breathing in and out is good, but when you do a deep breath, you hold it, and then you slowly release it, you're actually pulling out the residue of the emotion. And that is a really good way to get her back into alignment and to get her energy back up.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Thank you. And that's for everybody too, again. Okay. So that's, we can all do that. All right. So for sure. Thank you. I just wanted to, Cindy had written in a while ago. Cindy, I can find your question again, 1 second. And she was asking about, I've always felt like a natural born healer, and wondering what area you may feel I would do best at to help others. So it's a great question.
She feels natural born healer. So where does she, what is her inkling to? What is it that she feels her strength is? Because I mean, there's so many different ways that she could heal. She could be psychic, she could be clairvoyant, she could be a medium, she could do automatic writing, she could be an intuitive. Like, where is her strength? If she feels like a natural born healer, what are the strengths that are showing that to her? That would be my first question to her.
And that, and the reason why I asked her a question is because a lot of people have that type of question. And so I knew that that would be the first thing you would ask her, Donna-Marie. It's like, okay, where are you inclined to go?
Where is it coming from? Yeah.
Right?
Like, are you naturally intuitive? Do you get signs before it happens? Do you hear things? Are you feeling spirit? Are you sensory? Can you smell spirit? Like I would say, what are you picking up? Because whatever you're picking up first, that's your natural agility. You may have a lot of abilities, but start with the one that's showing itself to you, the one that is easily expressed, because if you start nurturing that one, honing in on that one, it will open up the doors to the others if you have more. So, you know, whatever is it showcasing itself to you.
Yeah, exactly.
What you're picking up the most of. I would start to refine that one. And then what other ones you do hold, they'll start to show up too. But they usually wait till you get good at one, and then they start to expand. You know, I was very intuitive when I was little, very, very intuitive. Then I kind of shut everything off. And then when everything came out again, it was like all at once, and it was too much to do all at once. So I always tell everybody, just start with one thing that you feel is you have that natural tendency towards.
Or what you like to do, you know? It's even what you like to do.
Normally what you like to do is what you're normally good at, which is what your natural, whatever you are naturally good at it, that's what you are designed for, right?
So Cindy says, I get all of the intuitive signs that come through, and I hear things come through. So does that mean, you know, like, do you want to do mediumship? Do you want to do like intuitive messages like Donna-Marie is doing right now? Do you want to work with your guides? Do you want to work with energies, frequencies? Do you want to, you know, like,
They're showing me writing for her, that she's good at listening and then writing information. So I feel like channeling is going to be a way for her to start and then see what else comes forward. Now they're clearing her throat. So, okay, there's going to something with the throat too. So again, channeling again. So I feel like channeling is a strong conduit for her. Here's the thing. If you get up every morning and you do your connection, you do your anchoring and your grounding, you get on your dial and you get on your set point and you move from your own navigational set point, whatever it is, whatever your gifts or abilities are, they will start to unfold. It's a domino effect after that. The more you are in your alignment, the more your alignment will show you who you are. The more what you're good at will start to heighten, strengthen, deepen. So you expand into who you are, and then it becomes stronger. And then whoop, now there's another little gift that comes in, like whoop, now there's another. It's self-evolving. We evolve with our own intention.
But start somewhere, right? It's about starting somewhere, and then from there be open to other things, you know? So like, you know, when I started, you know, it's like I do so many different things now than when I first started,
When
you know,
you started.
Like, right? And
exactly.
I didn't know I was going to do all that when I first started. So start somewhere, start with what is easy for you right now, and then, you know, do that for a while, and then other stuff will start to come through too. So start with the channeling, if, you know, that's what Donna-Marie's getting right now for you.
Well, she can just sit within herself when she does her own meditation, you know, and talk. She said, I give myself permission to step into all of my alignment, all of my clarity, all of my wisdom, whatever gifts that I hold, whatever I have come into this lifetime with, that is to be in service for myself and for my highest good and for humanity as a whole. I allow the greatest of my abilities to show themselves to me. And I allow myself to hone these abilities and sharpen these abilities so that I can use them in support for the highest good of all. And as she does that every day, you know, as you do, it is done. It's just going to start to happen. She will self-evolve. She will self-unfold. It's like a flower that blooms, you know, goes into the sun. It doesn't say, open my petals, open my petals. It just blooms, you know, and it's to let herself go into that alignment and then allow it to unfold.
So there you go. Cindy says, I've been interested in mediumship, but was not sure if this was the right path as well as other areas. This makes so much sense. Thanks for this wonderful information. Awesome.
Just ask her, get out of her head. She's really in her head a lot about it. Get into her heart and say, just show me whatever my gifts are. Let me see one. Whatever my strongest capacity is, whatever I do with the greatest of the ease, the greatest, whatever feels effortless to me, I allow that to be the first one to unfold for my highest good, and allow it to come through easily, effortlessly, that there's a natural flow and naturally, so that I know that this is in alignment with the truth of who I am and all of my gifts. And whatever other gifts come from that, I allow as well, in perfect timing for me. So we're not overwhelmed, we're not overthrown with all these things. And now we have to learn how to master. It gets very exhausting to try to master too many at the same time. One at a time would be my recommendation.
And so, and Beth says, oh, I believe that answer is for me also. It's the answer for everybody. I was going to say, this is for everybody. This not just for Cindy and not just for Beth, but this is for everybody. Okay. So please do receive that. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So Anissa has had her hand raised for a while. You want to unmute yourself?
You're unmuted. You're unmuted. You're unmuted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe no. Is this Anissa or is this Stella? Sorry, no one's unmuted right now.
Just ask whoever's coming on to please close off all background noises so that we can hear them, because we're hearing the noise instead. So
Anissa is the one that had the hand raised. If you want to unmute yourself. If not, it's okay too.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Okay, so I'm an encourager and a hopeless romantic. Love people. I've been having a lot of bloating in my belly. I mean, like I carry everything in my stomach. I feel like when, like you said, when you're stressed or when you're hurt or when people come against you, it all goes to my gut and then my belly just blows up. But also with my mom, I love my mom so much. And I just feel like we have, I'm an encourager, but I feel like when she's around me, the words that she says to me are very discouraging. So it creates a disunity between us. So what do you feel for that? Or what do you see?
So they're bringing me to your digestive issue. So the things in life that I cannot digest with ease, that I cannot assimilate with ease, that I cannot release with ease, it all gets stuck in your digestive system. And this has been a problem that I have seen. I'm not going to say a problem, but a repetitive pattern that I have noticed in the last 12 months, and especially with women, in everything that we have been living and experiencing, everything that we are hearing, everything that we are seeing, it's really affecting our intestinal tract, our digestive issue. Because this is stuff that we can't digest. Can't digest this information. I can't look at this information. I can't deal with this. And we're watching it, but our spirit is going, this isn't right. And it gets stuck there. Okay. So it's for you to, first of all, so that you don't have the symptoms of it. I went through the same thing in February. I was bloated like a freaking blowfish, like bloated. And it was anger of everything that was happening and watching what was taking place. And I'm like, I can't watch this. And the more I would say that, you know, I was holding it. And then it's like, it is safe to digest everything with ease. It's safe to see all of this and allow it to be released with ease. I don't want to hold it. I don't want to invest in it. I don't want to make space for it. I do not want to carry it. I do not allow any of this to take space within my body, my temple. So everything that I consume, I release with ease. Anything that does not sound proper to my ears, I release it and let it go. Asking for the transmutation of all that is not mine to carry, all that is not mine to be burdened with. I love my mother. I do not have to agree with my mother, nor do I have to condone my mother's behavior. I do not condone any behavior that does not support me, the truth to who I am. I allow myself to facilitate all information with the ease that I feel comfortable with. I choose to digest all in life with ease and assimilate all information, releasing all information that is not in service to me, that does not support me, that does not uplift me, that does not raise me vibrationally. Whatever that is safe to bless it, heal it, clear it, transmute it, release it, and let it go. Doesn't matter where it's coming from, doesn't matter who it's being directed from. There's something inside of you that's going, and then it blocks.
I'm a hairstylist, so I have a lot of clients that come say things, but I'll tell them, you know what, I love you, but I can't hear that right now because where I'm at, that just, I can't hear what I'll pray for you, but I can't hear that because that's just not in line with where I'm at.
So make sure you're very grounded and place the violet light around you to shield you and protect you. And then they're saying you direct the conversation where you would like it to go. So you see them go somewhere, sidestep them and bring them right over to where it is you want to go. Yeah, I know, but did you see that they've got a sale on it, this and that? Like just boom, 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 boom. Just redirect them, bring them back to what it is that you want to talk about, where it is that you want to go with the energy. Is she still there?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Hello?
Because I saw you leave.
And then
so redirect them.
Okay. And I just feel like for years, like I've lost my laughter, like the ability to laugh, even I mean, I'm not a very sarcastic person, so sarcasm really I don't find it funny. But everybody you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I feel like I've lost my laughter. I mean, what do you get from that?
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, you're very empathic. So you take on a lot of energy. You absorb a lot of energy. Okay. So you're really important that you ground yourself and shield yourself. So, you know, that you hold your vibration, you extend your vibration to everybody else, but you don't let them come and you don't want to be the sponge that you take everything back home. First of all, it weighs you down a lot. It diminishes your energy at the end of the day. So you've expended, and you've got like zero left at the end. So it's got to be no. If you're with people all day, you want to be able to finish with as much vibration as you started with or more, okay? By just saying, I allow myself to stay filled in my vibrational alignment. And by clearing any energies that you don't take on, that you don't pick up, that's not yours. She's lost her laugh.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. There I come.
This is what they're saying. Don't let life steal from you. Big disservice. Do not let life dictate your happiness. Big disservice. Do not allow the circumstances of the world to decree your joy. Be autonomous with your well-being. Be autonomous with your light. Be autonomous with all that you are. You love music. Play music. Let it raise you up vibrationally. Let it bring your light to that shiny light, and then let everybody see that. But don't allow the circumstances, the outside circumstances, to decree your internal circumstances. This is what everybody needs to hear right now. So I'm so glad you came on to say this.
Absolutely.
We are being grossly manipulated by the outside world, and it is grossly affecting our internal circumstances. So please release and let go of all that is not in service to you, all that you are not in agreement with. Whatever it is, I let it go. And I return to my light, my joy, and my happiness. Because if we wait for the outside world to get all nice and shiny, we could be waiting forever. So don't wait another minute, another second. You choose your environment. You choose your joy. You choose your happiness. You choose your people. You choose the way you want to live, the way you want to show up. That's your due diligence to taking care of and maintaining your vibration, because if we are going to place ourselves as victims of the outside world, they're going to suck us up and spit us out. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
Don't
Thank you.
allow it. Don't allow it. Don't let
Great.
that steal your light.
That is such a great question, Anissa, and I'm so glad you were able to ask that, because that's something that we all need to hear. So yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank
Awesome.
you.
Awesome. Thank you so
Beautiful.
much.
And you
Thank
have
you.
so much joy and light in you, like it's literally a breath away, you know? So get your
Yeah.
bounce back, get your bounce
Okay.
back and see it for what it is, and just go, okay, a little distracting, took up a bit too much of my time, and let it go. But make sure you ground yourself, make sure you shield yourself, and bring that light. The world needs your light. Everyone
Yes.
in the salon needs your light, but allow
Yes.
that light to not only illuminate, but illuminate yourself back up and direct the conversations to where you want them to be. We're not talking about this and this and this and this. You can have a menu. You know, when you get a menu, you go to a restaurant, here are the choices of topics that we can discuss today while I'm cutting your hair.
Right.
One of the above, and there you go.
That's
And
right.
let it be. Let it be.
Because everybody wants to come in and pour out, you know.
And you don't
then
have to
I'm
take
just
that.
like,
You don't have
Yeah,
to
No, you're
receive
not
that.
the confessional booth. You're not the
Perfect.
confessional
Yeah.
booth.
Awesome.
You
Thank
know,
you.
and I
Thank
would
you so
literally
much.
place the violet flame right beside her where she works and ask for everything to be transmuted, transmuted, transmuted. So they walk away lifted and cleared, and she's not holding on to the
Yeah.
stuff.
And you can do that even for like the whole salon, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I would do it for the whole salon actually.
Put
you
it
know?
right in the center and
Yeah.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Yeah.
And Roshni, you can do that too for your place of work where you're working right now as well. So good. Thank
Yeah.
you, Anissa.
Anybody can.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so I'm just gonna take one more. Thank you. I'm gonna take one more call or question. So Gurjeet has her hand raised. Go ahead, Gurjeet.
Yes, hi, Lara, and hi, Donna-Marie. Thank you so much. There was a lot of insights throughout the call. And one thing that I would like clarity on is I've started to get maybe a week to 10 days ago some lower back pain, and I'm not sure what it's due to, because I usually don't suffer from lower back pain, and I know that going on, but I don't know what.
They're pulling on your spine, so I feel like you've been worked on as well, okay, energetically speaking. They're showing me your lineage also. So I feel like, what do you do for work?
For work, I don't do any heavy work. I'm a professor at the university. So it's basically teaching and, education.
Okay, well, there's another work that you do that you haven't stepped into yet. And they're activating you for it. And this is an ancestral, so it feels like ancestral bloodline. What's your heritage?
Indian.
Yeah. There's someone in your bloodline that had a very strong spiritual background with also teachings, spiritual and teachings. She's on your mother's side, it feels like, of the family. And you also carry that same kind of vibrational DNA. They're activating. I feel like they were down in the sacral chakra, it feels like. So where your creativity is, your feminine power, divine feminine, this is what I'm picking up from you. And then they're going up so I feel like they're pulling on your spine. So I feel like you're being reactivated, actually. So I feel like yoga, stretching of your body would be really, really beneficial. And I feel like it would open something up, almost like they're showing me, Laura, what is it called when you have that, like the snake there that comes up and
the Kundalini
rising. Yeah, I feel like this is what's happening with her. Yeah. And I feel like and I feel like this is a dormant energy that is being reactivated within her, and it is in alignment with teaching as well, but it's going to be a different kind of teaching. Go back if you want to look at your ancestral bloodline and look at anyone in your bloodline that is it feels like a 1, 2, 3, 4, third or fourth generation back. Very, very powerful woman. And she was a teacher of her teaching. So I feel like you carry that as well. I feel like it was being reactivated in you. So, you know, you just say, it is safe to let go of anything that I'm holding on to that is stopping, blocking, or preventing this process from stepping into full alignment with ease, returning to all that I am with ease, allowing everything to facilitate with ease, allowing it to unfold with ease so that I can do what I'm doing and allow for this to grow and expand. But there's something that's being reactivated within you. There's gifts that you have that I feel like are also meant to be shared. And as you step into yourself and do your connection, they'll start to come forward, but they were working on you. Yeah.
And how long will this continue? Or I just let it be, you know?
Let it be whatever it's going to be, because they're also showing me third eye activation as well. You know, when you go to bed at night, you know, you can just ask for them, whatever needs to be facilitated for my greatest and highest good, whatever energy I'm holding on to that is dormant, that is meant to be reactivated on a cellular level with the crystalline energy. Allow this energy to step forward on my behalf and allow for the activation, allow for the clearing, allowing for the releasing, whatever is meant to be brought into this timeline through me for my highest good. And whatever that is, I allow. So you just keep doing you and see what starts to unfold.
I get it. Thank you so much.
Always with ease, always with effortlessness, because you know what we do that is in alignment with us is effortless. We grew up very different. We're taught push, push, go, go. That's so far from the truth. I mean, if you are in alignment with who you are, there is no push, there's no go, go. Everything just unfolds. That's how you know you're in alignment.
Donna-Marie, I've heard that be in alignment, but I never knew how it was to be done or what it exactly meant. So that really confused me. I want to be in alignment, but I don't know how.
Being in alignment is being in truth to what feels natural for you, what feels ease for you, what feels like this is easy, you're in alignment. This feels natural, you're in alignment. I can do this with my eyes closed, you're in alignment. You know, like how some kids can go and learn to play the piano, and some children just, the piano plays them. And other kids can play for 10 years and they still can't play the piano. They can play the piano, but they can't play the piano. Whatever we are naturally gifted in, when we do it, it's just, there's an ease. That's alignment. When you are in the flow of you, you are connected to your spirit, and your spirit is governing all that you are with ease. That's alignment.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you, Gurjeet. Good to see you. So it's so funny, you know, Gurjeet is asking about alignment, and you know what comes up, you know, when we were talking is, you know, when I'm doing these shows, you know, it's so easy, it's effortless. When I do my channeling with my groups, it's so easy, it's effortless. I don't even have to like think about what I'm doing, or like, it just
that's when you know you're doing the right thing. Yeah, it's just allowing it to unfold.
Yeah, I just allow it to unfold. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be, and it's always wonderful and great and whatever, right? And it's like, but if I try and do it, you know, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this.
No.
It doesn't work. But when it's like, all right, fine, I'm just going to go on and do whatever it's going to be and just go with it. It's, you know, so easy, you know, so I don't have to think. I just show up, you know?
Yeah.
So, that's what it's about.
That's all we're meant to do. But you know, we're taught so differently.
Yeah.
So it's really different from the way the mind works, but our mind is so good at screwing us up. It really is. You know, it's the ego trying to take control, whereas the spirit really is, the spirit is connected to the heart, and the heart is your clarity. It's your direction. So we should all be moving from a heart-centered space of awareness. And this is what we're experiencing right now. Getting out of the head, getting out of the ego, getting back into the heart, stepping back into spirit, back into alignment.
And having fun with
our
it.
Vibrational set point, you know,
Yeah.
the ease of being you, the allowance of that ease to unfold. Because anything that you do in alignment with your gifts, your abilities, your strengths, this unfolds naturally. Absolutely. And there's a natural rhythm. There's a natural rhythm that unfolds with it as well. So it's always,
you're always in the flow.
Resistance is the path of greater abundance.
Yeah.
It's, you know, the oxymoron, but it's true, true, true. And it's to just step back into it, stay connected with it. The head is going to try and pull us out. That's okay. Get back in. Pull us out. Release it. Get back in. Our due diligence is to stay connected. Because when you have your breath, I always say this, I love this. Your breath is the rudder to your spirit. You know, when something bothers you, you hold your breath. Well, I would let that go because this is not going to be good for you. But when you're happy and you laugh and you giggle, you breathe with such ease and such depth. That's alignment. You know, sometimes we have to, explain what these words are, because we kind of throw them out there like, you know, quarter cup, half a cup, 1 cup, and people are like, what are cups?
And that's the thing. I always hated that word too. You know, like for years I hated that word. Like, what is that word? What does it mean? I don't know what that means, you know, until I got it. And it's like, oh yeah. So I like to say being in the flow. I'm in the flow, you know,
Yes,
I'm in my joy, you know. So so one last question. Eve.
Okay.
I was gonna take your question, Eve, anyway, so not to worry. I feel like I'm getting blamed for things when others know the truth about something, but they prefer to blame me and absolve the others. Tired of being the scapegoat. Just want peace and love. How can I get love and recognition? So that's two different things. Just want. I was just going to say, just you have to be really clear for a second. It says just want peace and love, and then how can I get love and recognition? So do you want love and recognition, or do you want peace and love, or do you want all three?
To allow it for herself first.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't expect to be given something that you can't give to you. So stop allowing what they're doing by saying no and create boundaries. So the first thing they're showing is boundaries. She doesn't create boundaries for herself. And then it's like, well, because I have to. No, you don't. You don't have to. So you're bending her. She keeps bending her boundaries. And then she's like, well, but they're doing this, but you're allowing. I'm allowing it. I don't mean to be, but I am. So fear of not being liked, fear of not being loved, fear of not being accepted is what they're saying. So just say, like yourself first, love who you are, respect what your boundaries are and what is right or wrong for you. Stay within that parameter if that's what your comfort zone is. And if somebody doesn't like that, and they don't have to, but hold that respect for it. Hold the respect for your boundaries. They don't have to agree with you in order to love you or appreciate you. Difference of opinion. That's called the difference of opinion, folks. But honor yours, and do not exchange yours for theirs because they want you to see it their way or want it their way. That's not right either, because you're not honoring the truth of who you are. She's not honoring herself. She's got to start doing that, sharpen her boundaries. Don't have to get rid of these people in your life, but make it very clear what isn't allowed. And if they don't like it, that's okay.
Yeah, and some people may leave for a little while, but they'll come if they're meant to. They'll come back. That's what happened with me. Like some people left, but you know, most of them came back, and it's like, yeah, because I'm honoring my boundaries. I'm honoring myself. I'm honoring what is right for me. And this, like toxicity, etc., this does not work for me. And I would say, this does not work for me. No, you know. So
and you know, you can let go in love. I've learned this because I've had a lot of letting go in the last 18 months. And it's not to be mad at anybody. It's just that we're at different levels of understanding, different levels of in life. And where I'm at is like when you have to bring yourself back down to always support that person and they're not vibrationally able to come up. It's like you're always lowering yourself to come in and you're like, okay, no, I want to be up there with people that are up there and there's the same kind of clarity and understanding. And so it's just to say, okay, wherever you land in your life, I respect where that is. I also respect where I am. And if it means that we're going our separate ways, that's fine. We go our separate ways. If that person's meant to come back or you're meant to be rejoined, life will bring you back together. And if it's not, then that was the time. And then whatever that was. And now you move forward. People come in and out all the time, you know, and it's just to get off of the resistance, or we have to hold somebody. We have to keep somebody. You know, with the whole, like the marriage, and now she's married and now she's got to love me all her life. She's got to, you know, he has to be with me forever. It's like, that's pretty challenging. You know, I don't know what I'm going to eat tomorrow.
So she's saying sometimes people tell lies to protect others whom they love.
Yeah, well, okay, but that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Don't make it your issue and don't engage. Don't engage. If you know that's the case, don't engage.
Yeah.
You know, we choose who we let in and we choose what we allow. So they're showing me for her, it's boundaries.
Yeah. And I know boundaries can be scary, but in the end, in the long run, they will help you and them, because then you will be teaching them how you want to be treated. So right now, when you don't have boundaries, you're saying, yeah, treat me any way you want. And
yes.
That doesn't work.
No, unless you've condoned it, then you're like, okay. But if you haven't, then
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, so it's not always
easy to hold your ground,
but you do have to, you know, and you have to say, no, this is, I won't accept this, you know. And I share this story all the time, but when my son was 16, he was rude to me once he was rude to me, and I told him right then and there, don't you ever talk to me like that again. Don't you ever treat me like that again. I will not stand for it. And I had, you know, the the power in my voice. I wasn't yelling, but I had that power and strength in my voice. And
Authority.
he never ever treated me bad again. It was at one moment, maybe he was, you know, hungover or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, he was not in his best behavior. No, he was not, because normally he's fine. But even in that moment, even if I would have said, well, you know, he's not feeling good, he's, you know, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't deserve that, you know. And
nobody does. You taught him a good, you know, he received a good lesson.
Yeah, and then he's never done that to me again. I don't think I've ever had to do that with my daughter, but I think I did once. I told her, I said, you can't talk to me like that.
No.
You know, I mean, you have to tell people.
Self-worth, though, you know, when people want to be liked more than they want to be appreciated, they'll bend for that. But you need to have enough self-worth that you're like, no, I'm not going to do that. And that's the thing. It's like, in the past, you know, I didn't have that, right? So I let somebody treat me like dirt, and then after that one time, you know, which was horrific and everything, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, after that, it's like, never again, you know. And so, but we have those experiences to grow from too, you know. So then it teaches you how you're going to do it differently.
Absolutely. And so, you know, since then, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to let anybody treat me like that. Nobody can yell at me. Nobody can call me names. Nobody can blah, whatever, you know. It's like, no, right? So, you know, Angela said boundaries are great. Yes. Hard to keep when people around you are prodding through. It might be hard, but you have to stick to your guns or stick to your boots or whatever the phrase is. I'm so bad.
Yeah. Well, teach people how to treat you.
Recently was told that our family is fighting the spirit of the python. This gets you worried. Then boundaries flow out the window. I don't know. You know what? You got some crazy stuff going on there, Angela.
No. You know, redirect that energy.
But you can still have boundaries, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. You can still have boundaries. Enforce them for your own. It's for your own good, and it's to honor you and respect you and love you, and, you know, be supportive of you and what you require. Okay, that's what it all comes down to.
Tell her to be careful too. Do not support a belief that isn't yours. Said people told her this.
Yeah.
Because what you focus on will become your truth. So don't support a truth that you don't want to support.
Yeah. So if it doesn't feel right to you, doesn't feel good, say no. That's not my truth. That might be your story, but that's not mine. Don't buy into it. Yeah. All right. So hopefully I got all the questions. If not, I apologize. So Donna-Marie, I want to talk really quickly about the special offer. It's so simple, folks. Basically, it's a 30-minute one-on-one personal session with Donna-Marie. We'll talk about that in a second. But if you're on the live page, you can just click on special offer. If you're not, you can go to alara.at/show/Donnie8. It's so much easier to type in Donnie than Donna-Marie. Sorry, Donna-Marie.
Yes, it is.
So Donnie8. So basically, like I said, it is a 30-minute one-on-one personal session with Donna-Marie to what, Donna-Marie? Let's talk about it.
Well, the reason I'm doing it is because in the last 2 months, I've been doing so many one-on-ones, and they were buying the packages and all the Zoom calls, and it's just, my whole calendar is congested right now. However, they've asked me, Spirit has asked me to keep doing the one-on-ones because they really want to keep lifting and clearing anybody who's still holding on to energy that is not allowing you to step into all of their vibrational light. So they're using this opportunity, excuse me, to take that time to get whatever clarity, because they can ask a question to bring forward the clarity, and then it's to really do a lifting of anything that they feel is stopping, blocking, or preventing them from moving forward in their life. This doesn't have to mean energetically, but anything that is not allowing them to move forward in life, asking for the purification, transmutation, the clearing and releasing of this, so that they can have the vibration and the movement to move forward, to facilitate ease. Okay. So with this 8/8 portal that opened, and all the light codes that are coming, all the sun codes that are coming in, all the crystalline activations that are taking place on a cellular level, there's a lot that the body is going through. And we have to facilitate all this readjusting. And a lot of the stuff that's coming up still is a purgence that needs to be released. And this is what I've been experiencing the last week. People are going, like I thought it was going to be great after the 8th, and it's worse. And there's stuff coming up, and it's like, because it's like, let's bring it to the surface and like get rid of it. And cells that want to be reactivated need space. It's a higher vibration. So we need to make the space to move up vibrationally higher. So whatever is still left over, whatever crap density, feelings, emotions, whether it be karmic, because here's the thing too, for ascension, karmic healing has to be healed. There's a lot of karma that needs to be lifted. I'm seeing a lot of bloodline problems, a lot of abuse in bloodlines as well. And, you know, repetitive patterns that lower a light worker, that don't allow you to catapult to your full light. So there's been a lot of this that I have been seeing. So I thought for this package, all I'm going to offer are the one-on-ones to really just give that person the opportunity to lift and clear whatever emotional residue, attachment, karmic, lineage, whatever it is, that they can come in, get it cleaned up, and then, you know, open themselves up vibrationally to make that shift or that transition with more ease. Doesn't mean that there isn't going to be more stuff to move and facilitate through, but you're cleaning up faster to allow for more and to allow for the ascension. So that's what it's for.
Awesome. Thank you. And so again, that is available at alara.at/show/Donny8, DONNY8. So all of the sessions with Donna-Marie will be on Zoom, but you know, there's phone numbers, you know, all that wonderful stuff, video, no video, whatever works for you. Okay,
I prefer
so please,
video because I like this with the face in that. I think because I read faces, so I can read even more when I'm seeing them. Mind you, I can pick up just as much. I pick it up in different ways, but doesn't have to be video, but I like doing video.
I know, it's fun. I agree. So please do take advantage of that. Please take advantage of working with Donna-Marie one-on-one, and you'll have a huge, huge shift, a huge clearing out. Her team works really fast as well. So, you know,
They do.
30 minutes may not seem like a lot, but it's so much can happen.
Plenty of time.
And exactly.
They can do so much in 5 minutes. 30 minutes is like, you know, they're good. They're fast and they're moving faster and faster. This is what I've noticed just in the last week. I was getting on a call, and as I was going into my alignment just to do the call, they started telling me everything before even the person came on. Oh, this and this and this and this and this and this. Okay, we're done. I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, we just did it. I didn't even have to do the call. They'd already gone ahead and done everything. I was like, okay. So then I come on, I'm like, so, well, we've got some extra time here because whatever it is it needed, apparently they've just taken care of it. They just want to, they're like, go, 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 go. They move so fast that even me, it's like, they'll tell me after, oh, we did this, this, and this. And I didn't even feel it. Like, I'm like, okay. So I don't even know everything that they're doing, to be honest, but they're doing it for the highest good. And it's to really clear up. They're on a mission to move everybody up vibrationally. That's their mission, to get everybody in the attunement that they're here for, and to get into that full alignment of your soul's expression. So if you're not there, if you're running at 50%, 75%, you want to get to that. And when I don't want to say 100% capacity, because there's always room for more expansion and for more growth and for more elevation vibrationally. But you want to step into all of your capacity, whatever that is now, because it is important. It's being lent to this timeline right now. Our vibration is here as a conduit. So.
Awesome. Beautiful. I love it. Thank you. So now we're going to do that process that we talked about at the beginning. The clearing, lifting, clearing, etc. So
I keep clearing my throat. So I feel like there's a lot of people on the call that their throat chakras need to be open. So I'm actually going to go into, and it's like I have a necklace on and I can't even wear it anymore.
I know, right?
Like they're making me feel like, get rid of this. It's like it's, although it's very energetic, very good, but they keep going like this. So I feel like we're going to be moving a lot through the throat chakra. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of people on the call who could probably do, you know, light activation through the voice. Light language. Light language. I feel like I really feel like there's a lot that is trying to come through humanity as well, because there's so many messages that come through that. Beautiful divine messages that come through light language. And you're watching a lot of light workers. This is being opened up now. This is a new facilitation where, you know, there are very few that do it now. It's coming out of the woodwork now. And it's just another portal. It's another opening, right? So let me just see what it is that because they're bringing me to the throat. They're bringing me to the throat and the first two crystals. So anyone who works with crystals, if you do have crystals, they're showing me amethyst as a very powerful crystal for the throat. And they are also showing me citrine. These are the two crystals that they are showing me right now. So I do work with crystals all the time. And when I do work with clients, they have me set up the crystals prior to the session. And this actually vibrationally lends to the session. The crystals are wonderful portals as well of energy, right? They're conduits as well. Okay. Yeah, and they're showing me the grounding energy also. So like the jet is the stone that they're showing me. Black tourmaline also. So any of your grounding stones, important to keep in your workspace. So those of you that work with people, you want to keep stones that keep you grounded and centered. They're showing me that as well. And then stones of high vibration. Citrine is just such a light and happy and easy and flowy and creative and very connected. I love citrine. I find it's like you know, sunshine cleaning. I find, and very connected. It's brings in a lot of clarity, prosperity, hope. Yeah. Okay. So these are the crystals that they're showing me. Okay. And so, okay, what they're saying is for everybody that is on this call or anyone who will be listening to the replay of this call, before we start doing the breathing and the activation, you can hold an intention. So if there is something that you know you would like to activate, if there's an ability or a gift that you have that you'd like it to be heightened or honed or realized, that you hold the vibration, I allow for this. If it is for my highest good, always ask if it is meant and appropriate for your highest good. So if there's an intention that you're holding for yourself, something that you would like to see be brought forward in the lifting and the clearing of what you're letting go of and opening up of what you'd like to receive, you can hold an intention for that, what you'd like to receive from this, or you just keep yourself open to receiving whatever is meant and appropriate for you. But definitely you can bring your energy and your intention to one place if you know that that's a place that you would like to activate. Okay. Did I lose you, Alara?
Nope, I'm here.
Okay. I was thinking, oh my God, did my thing go out? No, I'm still here.
It's all good.
Okay. Okay. So whenever we're going to do an alignment like that, I always say to do a couple of deep breaths. So you're going to do some deep breathing in through the nose, mouth closed, allow the lungs to expand, and then slowly breathe out. So we'll do 3 breaths like that, and then I'm just going to let them come in and say whatever it is that they want to say to allow everybody to receive what is meant and appropriate for them today. Okay, so it's a deep breath in through the nose. Let the lungs open up and expand, and then very slowly let it go. Deep breath in again, in through the nose. Open up your thoracic as large as you can, allowing all of that light energy to come in. So the more we can receive, the more we can release. Super important that you remember that. So as I allow, as I receive, it is safe to let go of all that is no longer in service to me and breathe it all out. And I want you to just keep breathing like that and allow it to just go into your own natural rhythm, whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay, they're almost doing like that pendulum, like tick, 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 tick. So just allow this beautiful golden light energy to come in through the lungs, expand all of the lungs, gather everything you're holding on to that does not serve you, and then very gently breathe it all out. Okay, and just keep breathing like this. Father, Mother, God is meant and appropriate. We call upon everybody who's on this call and all those who will be on the replay, calling forward their own team of healing masters, guardian angels, designated light workers, and we ask that they step forward on their behalf, always within the parameters of what they're capable of receiving, always for their greatest and highest good. We call in the interdimensional light working systems, and we ask for the integration of the violet flame, asking for the blessings, the clearing, and the purification of all that is absent in search and need of the light and love of God, allowing all that needs to be lifted, all that needs to be cleared, all that needs to be transmuted, be released onto the highest of hands, to be blessed, healed, cleared, purified, now and forevermore, across all timelines, lifetimes, realms, and dimensions, asking for every heart to be realigned and reconnected to their own truth, to source divine light energy of the highest and the purest as meant and appropriate for each one, and always within the parameters of what each is capable of receiving, allowing everything that is to be facilitated through divine light intention to be facilitated with the greatest of ease, calling in the highest and the purest of divine light clarity, divine light wisdom, and allowing for the purification and transmutation of all that their bodies are still holding on to: thoughts, worries, fears, emotions, overwhelm, stress, anxiety, uncertainty, fear of moving forward, fear of letting go, fear of change, fear of disruption, fear of the future, fear of the instability, fear of not making it through, giving each and every soul the permission to be heard and allowing their feelings to be expressed free of fear, and giving the body permission to let go vibrationally of all that is no longer in service to them. Anything they are holding on to, conscious or subconscious, that is absent in search or in need of the light and love of God, anything that may have been projected onto them, imprinted upon them from this timeline, any other lifetime, realm, or dimension, whether it be karmic or personal, allowing all that is no longer theirs to be burdened with, to be lifted, clear, purified, transmuted, releasing it and letting it go. To everybody, take a deep, 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 deep breath in. And now breathe it all out. I give my body permission to feel safe, releasing and letting go of all energy that I'm holding on to. Anything that is feeling stuck, anything that is not feeling good to me, any places where there is a dis-ease in my well-being. It is safe now to bless it, heal it, clear it, transmute it, release it, and let it go. Any places in my body where there is inflammation, where there is stagnancy, where there is a difficulty in mobility or moving forward, I give myself permission to acknowledge these feelings, acknowledge these emotions, and I choose to release them. With every breath that I take and every exhalation that I make, I allow my body to step into its natural ease, its natural ebb and flow. And I choose to reconnect to my soul's blueprint, the divine light energy that is me, aligned always with source of the highest and the purest, and giving myself permission within these timelines to reconnect and realign to all that is meant and appropriate for me. Whatever I have come to live and experience through my soul's expression, I choose to release and let go of any resistance that I am creating within my thoughts, feelings, or emotions, mental, spiritual, or physical, that do not allow me to take full reign of all of my gifts, all of my abilities, and all that I can facilitate for this lifetime, for this timeline. It is safe now to simply bless it, clear it, heal it, transmute it, release it, and let it go. Free of fear, I reconnect to all that I am. Free of fear, I reconnect to the light that is within me. Free of fear, I choose to feel safe, aligned with all of my light. And free of fear, I choose to understand that it is my time and my gifts and my presence and my light and my ability to be here now and allow these gifts to be seen and integrated to support not only myself, my family, my friends, my loved ones, and my community, but anyone whom I can be in service to for their greatest and highest good. That I be a beacon of light, a ray of hope, a vessel of wisdom, allowing all that I am to be received effortlessly, allowing everything to be reactivated on a cellular level, calling in the crystalline energy, and allowing all dormant cells that are meant to be lived and expressed and experienced through me in this lifetime to step forward now with the greatest of ease, relinquishing all of the lessons, acknowledging all of the experiences, making amends with my karma, and allowing the healing that is meant and appropriate to be addressed, healed, purified, and transmuted, be done so for my greatest and highest good. As I let go, I allow for this, and so it is. Take a deep breath in, and breathe it out. I choose to reconnect to my heart, to my soul, to my beauty, to my essence, to the divinity that is within me, to all that I am, free of fear. And I allow for more joy, more light, more clarity, and more wisdom, pooling now for my own resource, my own abilities, my own gifts, my own capacities, and allowing myself to be seen in all of my light, free of fear, stepping into hope, stepping into love, stepping into generosity, of thought, of feeling, of emotion, of spirit, and allowing this dance of light, this illumination that is me, to vibrate onward, upward, and outward for all the world to see. So the magnificence of all that I am not only be lived, expressed, and experienced through me, from me, within me, but all around me. Allowing this to vibrate outward and shine into all the places that this light is needed in support of one and all. Reconnecting to one and all. Allowing the I am presence and the sovereignty that is within me connect to the sovereignty of all other beautiful light beings, raising each other up like beautiful candles in the light, and allowing ourselves to sparkle and be seen for all that we are. Allowing it to be ease, effortlessness, and continued connective alignment, always for my highest good, and always with Source Divine Light energy. As I let go of all that isn't, all that is no more, I open the door for all that is, this, and anything greater than this, I allow. Take a deep breath in, and let it go. Okay. Thank you, 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 thank you. They're showing me stars all lit up across the sky, and they're making them all twinkle. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so it is. Whoo!
Awesome.
That was so nice.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, how's everybody feeling? Keep breathing if you need to, ground if you need to, you know.
They're going to feel a little woozy or have a hard time coming back in, but that's okay. Just allow that energy to just do whatever it has to do to you. Yeah, there you go. There's going to be a lot of shifting taking place, but this is an all, you know, it's an allowance that you're giving permission to. So it's always going to be with the facilitation that is in alignment with you. So nothing's being forced here. This is all ease, 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 ease.
So Roshni says that was amazing. Ursula says lots of tears. Lise says major emotional release, tears. Beth says so many tears.
That's good.
Let it go. Let's let it go.
That's right. That's right. They're here to lift and clear. So crying is a wonderful way of letting it all out, you know. Breathing, yawning is another way of shifting your energy, as you know, vibrational shifting, lots of yawning. Or feeling sleepy. If people are feeling sleepy after, you know, go and have a nap, go lie down and let that energy continue to work on them.
Yeah, because you're going to continue to integrate, you know, so be gentle with yourself, right? Listen to your body, drink some water. Dave says, thank you.
You're welcome.
That was awesome. Angela says, fantastic. Tears. Cindy says, beautiful. Thank you. Can't stop yawning. Tina says, beautiful. Put amethyst on throat chakra and it was warm when took it off.
Yeah, good.
Lee says, felt like there was some karmic agreement that is still releasing. Keep letting it release. Dawn says, thank you.
Safe to let it go. Just let it go. Don't go into your head. Just know that they're doing what they're need to do.
Yeah. Sandra says, thank you. Lots of shifting. Yeah. That's such a gift. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, you know, you can go back and listen to this again, you know, watch it again, listen to this again. I wouldn't do it today.
No,
give yourself
they're
a break.
still moving. I'm feeling the vibration move me, and they're still there. It's like I still feel them. They're still at it. So they're not done.
Yeah. And this says amazing. Can't stop yawning. Feel totally relaxed. Yeah. And in that relaxed space, allow yourself to just be, you know, and for some of you, it might feel like the first time you're feeling that relaxed in a long time. So allow that, you know, tap into that energy, tap into that feeling of being relaxed.
I don't know how long you keep the replay going for, Alara, but I would suggest if they do want to listen to it again, do it just before you go to bed. Because there's a really nice just letting go and allowing, and then you go into that state and you're going to allow that energy to just keep working on you.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tina says, yep, still feel tingling in body and energy around me. Lisa says, such a nice lightness now. Good. Yeah, the
Beautiful.
replays will be up on YouTube. They'll be up on the podcast, so not to worry. They'll be there for a while. But take advantage of it. You know, take advantage of it and listen to it again. And at the same time, take advantage of, you know, Donna-Marie's offer of working with her one-on-one, you know, so that you can lift and clear even more, and then get, you know, more clear and get more clarity and get, you know, I keep seeing like the path opens up for you. You know, you can take that next step and get on your path, be in that vibrational alignment even more, and start moving forward in what you want to create. They facilitate
transformation. This is what they facilitate. They lift and clear to open you up, to allow for the transformation that's meant to be transforming, whatever you're meant to be shifting into. They're quick to come in and lift and clear what is blocking that transformation. That's why I call it, you know, facilitator of transformational energy. I'm just allowing this to move through so they can come in and do what they need to do to get you back. They just keep saying, we just want to get everyone back to their highest vibration so that they're in full alignment with all of their gifts and abilities, because this world needs all of those gifts and abilities. Yeah, and the vibration. So we need the vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lisa's have a session scheduled. Awesome. Good.
Oh, yay.
And that's the thing. It's like, you know, why not take advantage of this, you know, opportunity to take that next step?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
it's such a difference. It makes such a difference. Well, you just see what you get from like a collective call, what they can come in and do for the collective as a whole. And this is where they pick up the vibration of everybody. That's why they kept showing me the throat. Like they're going, a lot of them are, it's stuck here still, you know, but that's c'est débouché. I feel like this is lifting now. But when it's just one, like that, what they do, it's like,
they're very, very fast. Yeah, very fast. Awesome.
Real
Good.
Fast. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Donna-Marie. That was awesome. Oh my goodness. And everybody, I loved your questions. There's such wonderful questions, and the answers that you received from Donna-Marie and her team, they're for everybody. Okay. And that's why I said that a couple of times on the call. This is for everybody. This is for everybody, because sometimes we don't hear it because, you know,
sometimes we have to hear it 10 times before we hear it. Do you know what I mean?
I do. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So
getting it until you get it.
Any last message, Donna-Marie, that you want to share with us? Anything coming through?
Let me just see. see. This is funny. This is exactly that. They're asking everybody to just take a pause. Just take a pause. To not feel like, oh, now I get to the next thing. Now I got to do the next thing. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to my life. They're going, just take a pause. Give yourself that chance to take that reset, to take that breath, to take that accountability of what you've come from, what you've released, and what you'd like to move into. You know, we're kind of forgetting with all of this energy uploading coming in that we're mourning a world that we are leaving. And we're moving into the unknown. And if we look at what is being brought on the physical surface, it's not feeling better. So there's this instability that is making us feel very afraid of making any kind of movement, because what's the right movement? So if you can just take that pause, step back into your alignment, get centered from who you are, what you want to see for yourself moving forward, the kind of life you would like to create, and bring your attention there. And move with the understanding that you have support. We have incredible support. Whether you feel it or not, they are there. You must give them permission to step in on your behalf. They are not allowed to step in without your permission. So get up in the morning and say, do your day with ease, with joy. Okay, so here's where I am. This is what's happening. You know what's going on with the outside world. I want to enjoy this day regardless. So I'm choosing my joy. I'm choosing my happiness. I'm choosing my vibration. I'm choosing the people to surround myself with. These are my choices to allow for that which I would like to live and experience and express throughout this day. And keep making those choices in alignment with you and your vibration, and watch the world shift and move. It's to step away from this, have your moment to release it. Because even me the other day, I was doing something and I thought, that's never going to happen again. That will never be again. And I had a moment of sadness, you know, like, oh. But then I'm thinking, well, let's have something better than that then. Let's make it even better. Instead of saying we're going to have less than or won't be as good as, no, actually I'm going to make more.
Yeah,
And
something better.
it's up to us to recreate the world through the manifestation of how we'd like it to be, not what they're telling us it's going to be, not how they're saying it's going to be. We cannot be listening to them. They are grossly manipulating the world as a whole. So it's to step into your truth, your awareness, what you believe, and start co-creating from that vibrational alignment. This is where you have the power. So it's for anyone who's feeling disempowered. They're reminding them they're not. Step back into it and reclaim it and go forward, knowing. That's what their message is.
Beautiful.
Take back your power, reclaim the light that is you, and shine on.
I love that. Shine on. Absolutely. Beautiful. Thank you. So please, definitely, you know, come back into your power, reclaim your sovereignty, and shine on. Right? So thank you, Donna-Marie. This was awesome. Fantastic.
You're welcome.
Oh my God, so much. So beautiful. So thank you. All right,
You're
everyone,
so
thank you so much
Always
for all of
a
your
pleasure
questions.
to be on your show.
I know,
it.
right?
I
It's so
your
much
guests.
fun.
You're great guests. Yes,
I love
yes.
having you.
I love being on your show.
It's
great.
so
We've
much
become
fun.
great friends through this. So I've
Yes.
gained another beautiful soul. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you,
All right,
everybody who
thank
showed
you,
up
thank
today.
you, thank you. Until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings always. Bye for now.
Big hug.
Bye, everyone.